growing hope in the United States that Israel and Hamas are on the verge of a new deal that would pause fighting in Gaza in exchange for the release of more hostages. President Biden says he expects a ceasefire deal by the start of next week.
Well, I hope by the beginning of the weekend. The end of the weekend. At least my national security advisor tells me that we're close. We're close. It's not done yet. And my hope is by next Monday, we'll have a ceasefire.
He made those remarks at an ice cream parlor in New York ahead of a sit-down with comedian Seth Meyers last night. Robert Sherman is live in Tel Aviv with the latest there and more on those remarks. Robert, we've heard a lot of talk and rumblings about some sort of peace deal in recent months, but haven't seen anything quite come together. Is there more talk here? Is it just talk, or could we see something concrete happen?
You definitely see this rhetoric going in different directions here, Markie. Just a few minutes ago, we heard from the Qatar Foreign Ministry. They threw a bit of cold water on those remarks that the president just gave, saying that they don't have a deal yet. And while they remain optimistic, they're not prepared to comment on that timeline that the president just mentioned of possibly having some kind of an agreement in place in the next couple of days. Now, that being said, there is this overarching sentiment that it is possible that a deal is starting to come together, at the least the framework of one, but at this hour, nothing across the finish line. Hostage talks are picking back up today, though, and one thing the Israelis are reiterating is that no matter what happens, they have every intention of going into Rafah and dismantling Hamas's last stronghold. The only question is, does the timeline get pushed back by a hostage deal? President Biden has said Israel has agreed to halt military operations there during the holy month of Ramadan, which begins next month. The Israelis emphasizing that they will not pull out until Hamas is destroyed.
We cannot leave a quarter of Hamas battalions in Rafah. We know that if left intact, Hamas will reconstitute themselves immediately. I want to be clear on this point. It is essential for any future peaceful Middle East that total victory in destroying Hamas is achieved.
And something else to keep an eye on. Ever since this video of Yahya Sinwar, who is the head of Hamas in Gaza, surfaced, of him and his family fleeing the city of Han Yunis through those underground tunnels, there has been a big question here. Where is Yahya Sinwar and the hunt for him, as Israel has made abundantly clear that they have every intention of tracking him down? The Washington Post reporting that Israeli and American intelligence agree that he's hiding somewhere underneath the city of Han Yunis, likely in one of those tunnels. At this point, it doesn't make a lot of sense to go full throttle after him. Too many resources used, and it could possibly disrupt those hostage talks. That being said, though, Markie, the Israelis say they want to find him. Markie?
Yeah, chilling video to see him working his way through those underground tunnels. Robert Sherman, thank you so much, live from Tel Aviv. Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.